And I thought, as an Australian, I probably wouldn't have answered in that way. And that reminded me of some things I've heard about how Japanese people respond when somebody compliments a member of their family. Yeah, and that there's probably Japanese people here who could tell me more about this, maybe. But I heard that when you compliment a member of your family, it's a little bit like paying a compliment to you, and so you have to say no, no, no. So a Japanese person wouldn't reply like that. She'd probably say, oh no, actually my daughter's not that great looking, you know, she's not doing anything special. Maybe they wouldn't say it like that, but they try to downplay the compliment. So we see that there are definitely differences in the way people from different backgrounds, cultures, belief systems handle ways of communicating and compliments. This is another one from Nelson, 1996, which is one of the post readings for today, and it's the compliment sequence in Arabic. And I've only put English in, I didn't put the Arabic, but this is the literal translation. Person A says, these are two women talking, complimenting each other on, one's complimenting them on the something they're wearing. Your necklace is very beautiful, it will eat a piece of your neck. Now this is a kind of a standard, a formula phrase. Yeah, would you say that? Yeah, okay. Seems in English it sounds really funny, but in Arabic it's very natural. And look at the response. Thank you, my dear. It is presented to you. Nothing can be too precious to you. So what we have here is in a compliment sequence in Arabic, we don't just have different ways of saying it, we have actually different actions involved in this. And I've actually made the mistake sometimes of complimenting someone on something and finding that this thing was given to me, literally given to me. I didn't want it. And because I didn't know this formula phrase and how to get out of it, I had to accept the thing. Luckily it wasn't a valuable necklace or anything. I had to accept it because I didn't know how to get out of it without causing the other person to lose face. So when you're acquiring pragmatic competence, it is known that the language, there are all these little cultural things that you need to know as well. Okay? So a little crash course in pragmatics for those people who haven't done it yet. So this is all going to make hopefully more sense. The scope of pragmatics is very wide. In the chapter that I gave you from Ellis, it focuses almost exclusively on speech acts. And I think that's probably not a bad thing to do, seeing we've only got one lecture to talk about it. But in fact, it is rather wider than that. So what it's about is the study of language in context, any context. How language in a context relates to its users. Okay, so for example, what would happen when a Japanese person and an Arabic person get together trying to give each other compliments in English, right? Could be interesting things could happen.